Oh my god, no way! How did Lily get this fat?
Her embarrassed, miserable state was exposed for everyone to see. Lily turned in panic, only to meet my eyes. The next second, she tried to yank me in front of her and use me to block everyone's eyes, but I simply stepped aside and avoided her with ease. Lily missed, stumbled, and in the chaos, her mask got ripped. She didn't even realize it. All she cared about was rushing off the stage with her head down. But that only exposed her whole face to everyone. The crowd froze in shock. Lily reverted to her original appearance.
Why are you all looking at me like that?
She raised a trembling hand and touched her face. The rough texture under her fingertips made her completely break down. The crowd started whispering. Camera shutoffs kept clicking. Every eye was on her. Some shocked, some disgusted, some smug, but none of them sympathetic. And in the middle of all that chaos, I stood at the edge of the stage. Then I lifted my hand and removed my mask. In that instant, all the noise and chaos around us vanished.
You think you won? You did this to me! And your face is fake too!
The second she said that, the auditorium went silent again. Lily immediately pulled out her phone and connected it to the auditorium's big screen. The next second, several photos appeared in front of everyone.
Everyone, look closely! She used to be an ugly freak. Now she suddenly looks pretty. Something is definitely wrong, and she's the reason my face turned like this.
The people who had just been shocked by my appearance started wavering again. The situation that had just turned in my favor was thrown into chaos by her again. Ethan frowned too. Everyone was starting to doubt again. But I didn't panic. I just looked up at the big screen. There's a timestamp in the bottom right corner. Last Wednesday, 3 in the afternoon. But at that time, I was in the office. A teacher can prove it. That one sentence made the whispers below die down immediately. So I suspect these photos are edited.
That's a lie! You can't prove you're innocent, so you're saying the photos are fake. Then I could just say this was made by AI.
So you do know these photos can be made with AI? Only then did she realize she had slipped up. Everyone's eyes fell on her again. I didn't give her another chance to make excuses. I pulled out my phone right in front of everyone. Then I called the police in front of the whole auditorium. When Lily heard I was calling the police, she completely panicked. She turned around and tried to run off the stage, but the security guard in charge of order stopped her. And her phone was still connected to the auditorium's big screen.
These photos were generated by AI.
The officer turned the computer screen toward everyone. It clearly showed the photos were fake. Even the supposed shooting time and original data didn't match.
Based on what we've found so far, the school can arrange a private mediation.
I don't accept mediation. I want this handled by the law. Lily panicked instantly. She rushed over and grabbed Ethan's arm.
Didn't you say you would protect me? I can't have this on my record.
But when Ethan looked at her ruined, miserable face, there wasn't even a trace of pity left in his eyes. He even pulled her hand off him with disgust. He watched as the police took her away for questioning, and no one believed her tears anymore. The auditorium stayed silent for a long time. Finally, the election started again. A judge picked up the microphone and made an announcement in front of everyone.
Lily is officially disqualified from the competition.
The crowd immediately started whispering.
Lily still wanted to win? She's clearly a joke.
I vote for Allie.
She's the real princess!
With the highest number of votes, Allie is the winner of this competition. I became the first place winner of the competition. More and more people started chanting my name. The classmates who once mocked me, insulted me, and believed I was the villain were all looking at me now. Their eyes held only shock and admiration, but I knew how easily their opinions could change. When the applause started, I didn't cry with excitement like they imagined I would, because I knew this wasn't over yet. The news that Lily had been disqualified from the election became the biggest joke in school. Everyone was talking about it behind her back. The classmates who used to crowd around her started keeping their distance, as if they were afraid of being connected to her again. But I knew she would never admit defeat just like that. I knew she wasn't done yet. Now, Lily and I were the clearest contrast. Her reputation was ruined, and I became the one everyone paid attention to. There were often anonymous notes hidden inside my desk. People who used to ignore me now kept watching me. Even an upperclassman had someone deliver a love letter to me. but I knew exactly what they liked. It was only this face that had become beautiful again. One day after school, I had just walked out of the school building.
Allie, I'm sorry. Lily misled me before.
After hearing that, I only found it ridiculous. I remembered how he used to stand by Lily, using silence and favoritism to protect her. So I ignored him and turned to leave.
Allie! Can you give me a chance?
But before I could answer, a sharp cry suddenly came from the distance. Lily came rushing over. She threw herself in front of Ethan and begged him not to break up with her. But she no longer retains the sweet appearance she once had. Ethan instinctively stepped back, and a flash of disgust crossed his eyes. I didn't want to keep watching this mess, so I left while they were facing each other. I walked away without looking back. Before I got far, I saw Lily crying as she ran past me. She ran straight toward the school building. I didn't think much of it. I thought she was just breaking down and running away again. But what I didn't expect was that when I reached the bottom of the building, I suddenly heard movement above my head. When Lily dumped an entire bucket of dirty water over my head, everyone thought I would completely break down, but she didn't know this was exactly what I had been waiting for, her making the move herself. My clothes were soaked instantly. Dirty water ran down my hair and dripped onto the ground. Sure enough, Lily was leaning out of the window.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I accidentally knocked the bucket over.
A few people passing by stopped to watch. Lily immediately put a hand over her chest and acted fragile. I simply wiped the dirty water off my face. Accidentally? Then do you dare come down here and confront me? The smile on Lily's face frozen for a second. The security camera outside this building is pointed right at where you're standing. The camera was facing her exact position. When Lily heard the word camera, she finally couldn't keep pretending. Just as the atmosphere frozen, footsteps suddenly came from the dorm building entrance. The security guard came over quickly with a tablet in his hand. His eyes went straight past everyone and landed on Lily upstairs. Then he turned the tablet screen towards everyone. In the footage, Lily was holding the bucket by the window. After making sure I was below, she pushed the entire bucket of dirty water down. Her so-called accident was clearly intentional revenge. Lily went weak at the window. She looked down at the disgust in everyone's eyes. Only then did Lily realize she had lost again, but the hatred in her eyes only grew stronger. I watched as the security guard took Lily away. I didn't feel even a trace of pity. After the security footage of Lily framing me spread, the school suspended her for 2 days. But instead of staying quiet and reflecting like a normal person, she chose the most extreme revenge. That night, I left the dorm to buy water from a vending machine. As I passed the parking lot, I noticed footsteps behind me. Then I turned into the passage beside the gym. In the reflection of the glass door, I clearly saw the people behind me. They were 3 thugs from off campus. I didn't run. Instead, I stopped. I turned around and raised my phone. The photo has already been sent to my emergency contact. Your faces are clear. And the camera at the parking lot entrance caught you coming in. Are you sure you still want to do this?
You knew we were coming, didn't you?
How much did Lily pay you? 200? 300? Is stalking and assault really worth that little money?
Bitch!
They were about to keep going. Then a siren cut through the parking lot.
Shit! Go, go, go!
The next morning, I found out a photo from last night had been posted on social media. In the picture, I appeared in the same frame as those thugs. The angle had been chosen on purpose, making it look like we were meeting in secret. I knew Lily was behind it. Her parents had granted her at home, but she still had her phone, and she still had people willing to do her dirty work.
That bitch. I knew she was that kind of person.
I told you, she's not as innocent as she looks. I didn't argue with those people on the forum. He was in charge of patrols around the dorms and the parking lot. He usually stayed out of student drama. But once outsiders were climbing fences to get onto campus, it became something completely different. I told him the exact time I was followed last night. Rodriguez immediately took me to the security office. On the footage, I walked out of the dorm building. A few minutes later, 2 boys in hoodies climbed over the parking lot fence. They followed me from a distance.
Do you know them?
No, of course not. But There was a girl at the dance who got exposed, and she's hated me ever since. Rodriguez had clearly heard about Lily. He clipped the surveillance footage and printed a timeline. Then he suggested I file an official report with campus police about the stalking. Once school police got involved, the whole situation changed instantly. Based on the footage, they quickly identified one of the thugs. He was a dropout from another high school in town. He had already been in trouble with the police for fighting and stealing. Then the police put the surveillance footage and his phone location in front of him.
I didn't even touch her. I was just paid to scare her.
Who paid you?
He hesitated for a few seconds. Then he finally took out his phone.
Someone contacted me through social media. They said if I brought 2 guys to the parking lot and scared a girl named Ellie, I'd get $200.
But the transfer record couldn't lie. The $200, the transfer time, and the payment note were all right there on the screen. And the name on the account, it was Lily.
It wasn't me. I really don't know what that money was about. Someone must have hacked my account.
Lily cried like she had done this 100 times before. Her voice sounded so pitiful it could almost make people feel sorry for her. If this had happened before, someone would have stood up for her. But this time, the school officer simply slid a file in front of her. It clearly listed the transfer time. The login IP address was there too. And the background records from the social media app were right there. And it came from the exact phone Lily used every day. The expression on Lily's face slowly frozen. The tears hanging at the corners of her eyes suddenly looked ridiculous, like she still wanted to explain herself. But in the end, she couldn't get a single word out. Only then did the principal announce the decision.
The school has decided to extend Lily's suspension. At the same time, the school will update the full disciplinary record from this incident and submit it to the college she has already applied to.
After hearing that, Lily didn't keep crying. And she didn't try to explain anymore. Just when I thought she had finally given up, she suddenly looked up at me. A chill shot down my spine the second our eyes met. I knew that look too well. That was the same look she had in my last life, right before she drove her car so straight at me. There was no panic, no regret, not even anger. Just cold, calculated cruelty. After the meeting ended, her father practically yanked her out of the chair. As Lily passed by me, she suddenly stopped for a second.
You think this means you've won?
I looked up at her. There were no tears left in her eyes. After Lily left school, things finally went quiet for a while, but that quiet only made me more uneasy. I knew Lily too well. She would find a way to turn this around, no matter what it cost. So I decided to figure out one thing. Where did that curse really come from? In my last life, that curse stole my face and my life, but I never asked where it came from. How did Lily get it in the first place? Before I knew it, I ran into Martha. She was helping in the kitchen at the community shelter. When she saw me, she looked like she had been expecting me. She led me to a bench in the backyard. I told her Lily had been suspended, and I told her everything that had happened lately. After hearing it, Martha stayed silent for a long time.
You want to know about the curse?
You know the curse?
That curse has a name. It's called Mirror Exchange.
It turned out this curse wasn't some random supernatural force. It was more like an ancient energy contract. The caster hides their desire inside something that looks completely ordinary. Once the target accepts it willingly, the contract forms a connection. Beauty is only the surface level change. What it really steals is life force itself. That was why, in my last life, I kept getting weaker and weaker until I barely felt like myself anymore. And Lily became more dazzling with every passing day.
But this contract has one fatal weakness. It can only feed on greed. If the person who accepts it carries expectation or jealousy, the curse follows that opening and devours them from the inside.
So the curse didn't just change a face. It found the weakness inside the person who accepted it.
The curse needs a host. You rejected it. I was immune to it. With nowhere else to go, it could only return to the caster.
So that was why.
That's why Lily's face keeps getting worse.